Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today's video we're going to be talking about a character that has a lot of discussion around them right now, and that is going to be Aegis. And specifically, how good are they? Because I think a lot of people are underrating the character right now super heavy. With probably the reason being MKLeo's under recent performance at Summit. Wasn't great, got a ninth place. For Leo, that's pretty terrible. For everyone else, it's great. But again, it's not everyone, it's Leo. And it was a lot of people's opinion that Aegis was the problem. I personally think Aegis was the problem for Leo at least, but I don't think that means the character is bad, because I think the character is broken. Character is still top 5, at least in my opinion, for free. I'd put them probably at number 4 right now, maybe number 5. I'd have to look at a tier list. But yeah, I think this character is still ridiculous, and they have a lot of things going for them, though some things that they don't. I'll talk about the strengths, then I'll talk about the weaknesses after. The main strength that they have is neutral, juggling, and ledge trapping. Aegis has probably the best neutral in the game on Mithra. Par's neutral isn't terrible either, but Mithra's is amazing. Every single aerial she has in neutral is phenomenal, like set basically down air. All of her tilts are really good, really quick, and combo into each other up until like the higher percents. Down tilt pretty much always comboing when you need it. Dash attack has a huge hitbox. It is very quick as well for a dash attack that's big, and it sends it a pretty good angle off stage. So if you can hit it towards someone at the ledge at decent percents, you could actually let it into a pretty good edge guard. Obviously, they have a great grab. Not that they get a ton off of grab. Like, you're not really ever going to be killing off a grab. You might get some. You do get some combos with Mithra at the earlier percents, probably to around 70, 60s when they're going to start stopping. And then Pyra doesn't really have them. Like at 0, you have Pyra combos, but Pyra does have a kill throw at like 200, which you will never get to against Aegis because their killing is amazing. But if like, hey, if it starts getting to those really scramble situations where you're grabbing a bunch, you will die to it eventually. Because some characters you just live, and they have to hold that. So yeah, they have a grab that is great because you are forced to shield a lot against this character because they can throw out so many massive hitboxes that are all bad if you get hit by. Obviously, getting hit in this game is bad, but sometimes getting hit isn't the end of the world. Like, let's say I'm playing. Oh god, what's a good character that like getting hit by an aerial isn't that big of a deal? Uh, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. Let's say I'm playing against like a fox, and I get hit with a forward air, and it's a falling forward air, so it just kind of sends me up and I'm at like 100. It's not that big of a deal. I'm in juggler situation now. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Let's say I get hit by a Mithra forward air at 100. Okay, I'm probably off stage now, or I've at least lost center stage to Mithra, really bad. Down air, same thing. Off stage, you're probably dead. Up air, now you're in juggle against the best juggle character in the game. Nair, now you're probably a combo or just like sent off stage, losing center stage. It's just like every single time you're getting hit by a Mithra aerial, it's really bad, and every single time you're getting hit by a Pyra aerial, probably gonna die. If you get hit by Pyra down air, I'd say 70% of the time you at least should be dying. Off stage, it starts killing like 50, 40%. It is ridiculous. Like, not even killing because they can't recover, like blast zone killing because it's that strong. Then on stage, it starts comboing into up smash. It comes into up B. It comes into up air. You are basically, and then it starts just killing raw. Like, it is so strong, the sweet spot that is. And then the sour spot, like, kills as well, but that's not the aspect that you want from it. It's like a falcon down air killing. It is ridiculous. That move is super broken, and it's also massive. And then all of Pyra's aerials are massive, and they all kill. Every single one, even the Nair. It's broken. Pyra also, or Pyra and Mithra, have pretty good specials as well. Not amazing, probably definitely the weakest thing about them. Like Pyra's side B, or Mithra's side B sucks. It is the worst move they have. It is terrible. Pyra's down B is amazing. It is by far the best move they have. That thing is broken. Mithra's down B is whatever. Their neutral specials are pretty weird. You can combo with Mithra's neutral special, but it's not really anything you would use other in that sense. And then Pyra's you can use as kind of like a lingering hitbox off stage, which is actually pretty decent. But also, you really shouldn't be doing that because just ledge trap, because the Pyra has broken ledge trapping. Because again, her aerials are massive, her tilts are massive, and they all kill or lead into kill. Like down tilt, we were seeing that a ton with Leo from Pyra. Down tilt with Pyra combos into up air at a literally wow, that was a weird word. A really big window, and it kills like the entire time. It is very strong, and it's also just very quick. They have a killing jab as well, which I think people don't realize how important a killing jab is. A killing jab is crazy. Like, there are three important things: having a killing jab is broken, having a killing dash tag is broken, having a killing grab is broken. Pyra have two of those things. Granted, their dash attacks or Pyra's dash attack is like a link dash attack, where it's like, yeah, if you hit it, they're dead, but you shouldn't really be hitting it unless they're like maybe off stage, because it does go off stage because it's that big. But the jab killing is really strong. Kills probably around like 150, 160 to ledge, which is like so good because the character can rack up so much percent. Like, I think something that's really underrated that you see Leo do a bit. Leo kills a lot with jab, by the way, because I still think his Pyro Mithra is still very good, probably the best one right now. It's him or Cosmos, but his is just way more consistent. Is he will jab a ton. He will just get you to really high percents with Mithra, like it's around 140, and then he'll jab you twice and you'll die with Pyra, which is super broken because you can basically just negate the thing of like, oh, Pyra Mithra has double time killing, but like Pyra's really or Mithra's really fast, but they don't have that strong hitbox, and Pyra's really slow, but they have the strong hitboxes with your now frame 3 or 2 jab. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a jab. It's quick. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And then Pyra's side B is also a pretty good get off the ledge option. You're not going to be able to use it all the time, but like let's say I have to shield Pyra's side B, then I'm basically just stuck in that shield. And I can just get center stage as the Mithra player or the Pyro. I'm just gonna say Aegis. As the Aegis player, you can get center stage pretty free there, which is really broken, especially considering Aegis. That is one of the weaker aspects. I guess we'll transition to that now. Is getting off the ledge. That is the weaker aspects of most characters, but Aegis doesn't really have a ton. Mithra does have foresight, which is amazing and really good off the ledge. But also, how often is rolling or just like actually, I don't think rolling works or foresight works with rolling, but just like jumping into air dodge off the ledge, that's not going to work every single time, if even at all. So it's not super useful off the ledge. They do have big hitboxes, but again, you're not really going to be able to just jump and hitbox every time. And then doing a like fall under the or under the ledge and then jumping with the hitbox is okay, but it's like something you can't always do, and every character in the game has that. And then just like rolling isn't great. They're disadvantaged. Disadvantaged really bad. And especially Pyro off the ledge. Pyro off the edge is really bad because you basically have access to none of your aerials because all your moves are so slow. You're stuck to those 4 options. Every character in the game has like basically 6 options. It is, well, probably a little more, but it's like roll, neutral get up, hang at the ledge, jump below the ledge and do something, or like jump above the edge and use an aerial. Pyra basically has 4 options. They have wait, they have jump, they have roll, and they have neutral get up. And because their aerials are so slow that you can't really just use them off the ledge because you can just, react. It is something that is very reactable because you see them jump or drop down, you put up your shield, and then it's like broken. Pirate used to have not as bad ledge trapping when they first came out because of up B. People would just like, they would drop down, they would up B, and if you get clipped by the first hit, they go on stage with a second hit and it kills you because that move is ridiculous. I didn't even talk about it. But now Pirate doesn't have that, so it makes your edge trapping a little worse. And then people are just getting better against the character the longer they are out, which is something that all top tiers or all DLC top tiers face problems with. We're seeing Steve face problems with it now. Not that he's any less broken, he's still like top 2 free. But we're seeing people actually have counterplay, and I think that is the time now. Everyone knows how to beat my Pyra and Mithra off the ledge, and I think it's causing a lot of them really big problems. And then their biggest issue, by far, is their recovery. Their recovery is bad. They're one of the only top tiers in this game to have a very clear flaw. Like Pikachu, his flaw is that he's hard versus 50-50s. Steve, his flaw is that he's hard and he has to mine a lot. It's really hard to conserve resources. Pyramithra, terrible recovery. Just terrible. There's no nuance to it. It is bad, like objectively. There are so many characters below them that have a lot better recovery. Basically, every other top tier has a better recovery. Because it's like you have the mix up of like side B or up B, but Mithra side B is every time you use Mithra side B, you should be dying. Realistically, unless you get like clipped immediately by it, because the way it works is it does like 5 slashes or however many it is, but you don't grab the ledge between the slashes. You have to finish every single slash. So if you have a hitbox that just either spikes, is slightly disjointed, or you can just sit at the ledge and parry it and then F tilt something, they're dead. They're basically dead, and they just have to repeat that. And then the up B isn't actually that terrible, but like all characters, it has a pretty big hitbox above it. But if you were ever forced to side B as Mithra, you should be dead. And if you make it back, your opponent just had a huge fumble. Like sometimes it's like it's a tricky recovery and they mess it up. If Pyra ever or Mithra ever recovers with side B, they should be dead. And then people are also a lot better at recovering or parrying rather. Mithra's or Pyrus, sorry, I keep saying the wrong one. They're up B, so they don't have that ledge stuff like I said earlier. But then also, if you just fall with like a falling nair against Pyra, or even Mithra to an extent, definitely better against Pyra though, they're dead. It's over. Pyra has a longer recovery, just like upwards, and then Mithra has probably a bigger hitbox above her. At least I'm pretty sure she does, because that thing looks pretty decent. But again, if you have any type of disjoint at all, they should be dead to it. It's kind of like a worse spacey thing, even though it is a little faster. They're just like a worse spacey recovery, just because they go basically straight up. I guess spacey has better angles, but they go either straight up or straight to the side. And if you have any timing on that whatsoever, they are just dead. And I can't reiterate how bad Mithra's side B is. That move is terrible. But a bad recovery, while it doesn't hurt a character, they make up for it so much with their neutral, with their juggling, with their advantage state. It's ridiculous. So, what do I think of the character? I already talked about those two major flaws in I think their disadvantage, or not the disadvantage. The disadvantage is like it's fine because you have landing there and you have pyro, air mobility, and foresight, so it's not that big of a deal. But the ledge trapping is pretty tough for the character. The recovery is abysmal for the character, really bad. Upsides, neutral is broken. Very good killing. Really, really good juggling, if not the best in the game, and one of the best ledge trappings in the game as well, on both Mithra and Pyra. It's like both of these characters, Pyra doesn't have great neutral, but Mithra has amazing neutral. They both have amazing juggling. Pyra doesn't, or Mithra doesn't have great killing, but she definitely can with like up B, neutral special, confirms, just getting an edge guard off stage with forward air or an up B. And then Pyra's killing is obviously phenomenal. Even though it's tough to hit the hit, you shouldn't really be. You should just be neutraling with Pyra and then at the ledge with Mithra. That's probably the optimal way to play it. I think Leo, he uses Mithra a lot more than he should be using, even though he does get a lot of confirms off it. I just think that's one thing. But also, this is a video about Leo. This video about Pyra Mithra. That's an example that came to my mind. So yeah, I think this character is still broken, still top 5. Are they as good as I used to think they are? No. I don't know if I said this at the start. I forget. But when they first came out, like first like Smash Summit, I thought they were top 5. Then I thought they were top 1, honestly, at Smash World Tour. And then at around Collision-esque area, right before PGR Season 3 was ending, I thought they were around number 3. And now I think they are around number 5. So kind of went up a little bit, went a little bit back down. I think they're going to plateau around that number 5 spot. I think that's where they're going to stay. But yeah, I think this character is really good. I think they're going to keep getting better, especially with Slingshot, because I think Mithra with Slingshot is really, really strong. Pirate as well. And yeah, I think people should stop not sleeping on this character. I think everyone knows they're broken, but there's a lot of people that's like, I knew they weren't broken, they were never that good. Yes, I do think they are still that good. But hey, maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm super overrating them. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything that I missed about this character that's really important, please let me know. Like if you think they're not that bad off the ledge, or you think their ledge trapping isn't that good, again, let me know, because like their ledge trapping isn't free. It's still hard because everything's hard at top level, especially. But it's just really good when you have massive hitboxes or really fast hitboxes that are massive. So yeah, I think that's all the bases covered. Again, if you missed something or there's a topic I didn't cover quite or misrepresented something, please let me know. I'll always correct it, always have a discussion. If you have any ideas for future videos, please let me know down below. The support's been really nice lately. Thank you all. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.